Today we have a video from Underwatch, and the title of the video is Teen Couple Caught Stealing $30,000 of Costco Gold Package Shipped via UPS. Man, they trying to hit the jackpot.
On June 5th, 2025, officers teamed up with detectives to track down a duo with a very specific and very expensive hobby: stealing UPS gold packages. This wasn't exactly their first rodeo. They'd already pulled off 3 similar Costco gold thefts in just 15 days. But before we dive into the deep end, let's take a look at the moment our subjects came face to face with the law and how they decided to handle the pressure.
Gold like 6,000 now. 6,000 a bar. Well, if you brought gold a couple years ago, you up.
Your ID inside the car? Where's it at? Where's your ID at?
Victor 1, are you over there?
Where?
It's too high to buy now. You gotta go.
Where the transfer the armrest is? Or in front of it? In front of it. You got 2 transport cars coming?
Yeah.
Taking back to our PD since we're closer. Let's figure everything out there.
Yep.
We can have towed back there too.
Yeah. And I don't know. Could very well be the same girl from mine. It's hard to tell. It looks very similar to the other girl I had in mind, but
Got the UPS driver doing the show up of who they.
Well, he was in the truck, so I don't know if he saw or not.
Did you see it?
I'll have to verify that with him. I'll get a tow truck en route too.
Yeah.
Is this his car? This your car? Okay, you're the one in the car?
Adam.
Did you read his rights there, Rich? Can you read his rights?
What's your name? So I'll make sure you understand what I just read to you. Gotcha. You don't know what he is. Just let him make his own choice. You can for him. All right. Yeah.
Search her already or not?
Yeah, search her again anyway.
Okay. She's gonna search you, okay? Oh, sure. Yeah. Go up.
Your photos are you, right? Yeah, I'm just double checking.
Do you have anything on you that's not me?
I have
Sandra, I'm gonna lock the door right in the interview with her.
Okay.
It's gonna be correct.
You want him in a room? What do you want?
Just lean forward.
Police immediately reached out to the victim to gather more intelligence for the investigation. But one burning question remained: how on earth did these suspects manage to sign for a package that wasn't theirs? As it turns out, a shocking secret about her delivery was about to be revealed, one that would change the entire course of the case.
Hi. How are you? I'm good. There you go. I'm Detective Banashevsky with Villa Park Police Department. We got some deliveries. You got a second to talk to me?
Sure.
Okay. Just had a few questions for you. Yes.
Okay.
Let's start from the beginning. What were you expecting?
So we ordered 2 gold, 1 ounce gold bars
From where?
from Costco
And how did you order that?
online. And
Through a
their
website or through
Yeah.
Costco.com?
Costco.com.
Using your membership?
My membership, and
Okay.
then I used a credit card to pay for it.
Okay.
And they were supposed to be delivered today. And I've been waiting since this morning because I assumed it was a sensitive item. I would have to sign for it.
Yes.
But nobody even showed up, and it says, when you go into the UPS tracking, it says signature required,
Right.
but nobody even showed up. And it does say received by Irfan, and my name is spelled wrong too. I saw it.
Okay. Do you have a copy of the receipt from Costco or anything? How you ordered it?
Yeah,
on
it's
your
in my
phone?
email. Yeah.
Perfect. So you ordered it online. You ordered 2 gold bars. How much were they valued?
I think the total was around 6,800 something.
$6,860. Does that sound about
I
right?
don't remember the exact number.
2 ounces.
So 1 ounce each. Yeah.
Okay. 2 1-ounce gold bars.
Yes. Okay, so online. Okay, so 6,859.
So no identity theft previously. Nobody has a copy of your driver's license.
Previously, as in
Recently.
No, nothing recent.
Nothing recent.
No.
Gotta ask, did you give anybody permission to pick up your package and sign for it on
Here?
your behalf? Yes.
Today? No, like I'm telling you, I stayed home all day.
Okay, so you didn't give anybody permission to sign for...
No. I mean, it's just me or my husband, and my kids that live here, but I stayed home just because of this reason. So I realized it wasn't here, and I checked in the update that said it was delivered.
Sure.
So I called them right away, and I told them.
So what did they say?
She looked into it for a while. I think it took me a while. I was on that call. So I was on the call for like 29 minutes, half an hour. So I'm sure they checked all their resources, and then she was like, we'll initiate a refund.
Okay, so are you accepting a refund from them?
I mean, yeah, that's my only choice.
Yeah, because like I said, we do have your package, but they're probably going to keep it as evidence for the time being.
Wait, you have the package?
We do.
Oh.
Yeah, we have the package.
Oh.
But it's not like I can just, here's your 2 gold bars.
Oh, okay, I didn't.
Listen. Bruh. If you bought, we're just gonna go for a month. Look how much gold has gone up. This is from June of 2025. All right. So when was this? June. No, that's 2026. June. So that was around, 22,200 and this is unbelievable. Golly. This is why y'all better be getting y'all investments in, man. Look, June, this was around, no, that's May. June, okay. So around $3,000, 3,200, right? Obviously, Costco is gonna charge their little fee or whatever. So she brought 2 of them for around 6,000 and some change. But look at how much it's worth now. It's 5,000 a bar now. At its peak, it was 5,600. At its peak was way up here, like almost $6,000 a bar. Man, y'all better get on y'all game, man. Wait, what? Smart. Now it's high. Now it's a little high. Right? Hold on. Let me go back. Now it's a little high. Oops. Oops. See, what's gold? GC gold. All right, we gonna do some little trading. I will put y'all. I'm saying, cause I trade. But anyway, now let's just look. Right now, if you buy now, we're gonna start to have a correct. It reached its peak up here, and now we're gonna start to probably trend down a little bit, right? But if you could still get it right now, it's still not a bad price. 4,000, or no, right around 5,000. I mean, even if it has a little bit of a correction, it came down, but it didn't go lower than this low. So this was just a little pullback and can still continue up. But man, just look, man. Look, now we getting into trading. Look at this. This is just straight bullish. All bullish. But yo, man, y'all better get y'all some gold, man. Y'all better get y'all some gold, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's all I'm gonna say. If you could afford it, better get you some gold. It would have been better back then, but even now, it's not too bad. Anyways, I know y'all ain't really care about that, but yeah. Anyways.
I guess I missed that part.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, long story
But
short.
you're saying somebody was stealing packages.
Yes, we intercepted a bad guy. Somebody signed for it on your behalf. They said, "Oh, I'm in a rush. This is me. Here's my driver's license," and they signed for it. Now they don't
They
have
had a driver's?
no, but they had your name. So
Oh my God.
they signed for your name, and the driver gave them the package. We stopped them, so they got arrested. We recovered the package, but we're probably gonna have to keep it for evidence. That's really up to our state's attorney's
fine.
office. But you're getting a refund anyway, so that's gonna go back to Costco.
Yeah. Wow.
So,
Okay.
okay,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For stopping by.
no problem.
Man, F the refund. I want my gold, man. Forget the refund. I want my gold, man. What is you talking about? Refund? Man, if I bought in June of 2025 for $3,000, I almost doubled my money. Okay? I don't want a refund. I want my gold, man.
Have a good day.
Shifting back to our two subjects, the investigation was just heating up. During their little chat with the detective, some very interesting details began to emerge. Here is what we've uncovered so far about this gold-hungry duo and their short-lived crime spree. The interrogation room became a reluctant confessional for male suspect, Aziret Emilbekov. In the presence of Detective Freeman, he waived his Miranda rights. He began with vague denials, asserting that the day's incident was isolated. However, as the interview progressed, and the edifice of his story began to crumble under the weight of evidence and incisive questioning, his admissions grew. He confessed to receiving tracking information and addresses via telegram from a mysterious contact he referred to as Max. His role, he explained, involved intercepting the package, photographing its contents, and subsequently receiving a shipping label from Max to forward the gold to New York. He eventually admitted to intercepting 5 or 6 UPS packages in total, receiving payments ranging from $200 to $600 per package, transferred via Zelle. He grudgingly acknowledged the illegality of his actions and, when confronted with photographic evidence, admitted his vehicle and Amonchak were present at the Wheaton theft. He also revealed a crucial detail. The fraudulent Illinois IDs used in the scheme displayed Amonchak's photograph, superimposed over the victim's information. Back to the female suspect, Amonchak Alimzanova's interview, initially delayed by her request for a Russian interpreter, finally commenced at 9:21 p.m. Her narrative proved equally evasive, a shifting tapestry woven from denial and reluctant admission. She initially portrayed herself as an innocent bystander, merely playing Pokemon Go, with no intention of theft. Yet, mirroring Azaret's trajectory, she gradually yielded. She identified her Telegram contact as NK or HK and admitted to receiving messages detailing packages, names, and addresses. She, too, confessed to intercepting 5 or 6 packages, including the one taken that day, and acknowledged the use of fraudulent IDs featuring her Instagram photo. She claimed her motivation was financial, driven by outstanding bills and a desire to send money to her parents, denying any coercion. When confronted with photographs from Winnetka, she initially feigned ignorance, asserting they were merely there to eat, before finally admitting her and Azaret's involvement in that particular incident as well. Her claim of receiving $1,500 for the day's package starkly contrasted Azaret's lower reported figures, hinting at potentially deeper layers of control or deliberate misrepresentation within their illicit network. The separate accounts provided by Azaret and Amonchak, while ultimately converging on the fact of multiple thefts, were riddled with significant contradictions. First, Azaret firmly named Max as his sole contact. Amonchak, conversely, referred to NK or HK and asserted that she had been contacted first. This discrepancy pointed to either a more complex, multi-layered criminal network or a deliberate attempt by one or both to mislead investigators. Second, Azaret claimed the scheme was his idea, whereas Amonchak unequivocally asserted that it had originated with her. Last, Azaret initially attempted to shield Amonchak, denying her knowledge of Max. However, Amonchak's subsequent admissions revealed a direct and active role in both communication and the deployment of fraudulent IDs. Following the comprehensive investigation and the compelling, though at times contradictory confessions, the case was presented to felony screening. Assistant State's Attorney Oris Kanin reviewed the evidence and subsequently approved charges against both Aziret Emilbekov and Amonchak Alimzanova. Both suspects were jointly charged with theft, exceeding $500 but not exceeding $10,000, Class 3 felony, for their involvement in the Villa Park and Wheaton incidents. Additionally, Amonchak Alimzanova faced further specific charges: forgery, alters any document to make it false, Class 3 felony, pertaining to the Villa Park incident, and ID theft, no value alleged. Our subjects were subsequently transported to DuPage County, their gold-laden schemes brought to an abrupt and punitive end within the justice system.
Yeah, man. But they getting pennies, you know? If they could give up but Telegram is it's hard to track on Telegram. That's why a lot of people scheme on Telegrams. Telegram, WhatsApp, you know, those type of apps. You know, a lot of people scheme on there because it's hard to track them. But yeah, they're getting pennies. Like, look, the one guy said that he was getting $200-$300 or whatever per package. But look, the gold itself is worth $2,500. $2,500 minus the 300, or let's just say 300, right? They getting 1,900. The people that's, you know, the big dogs is getting 1,900 for not doing nothing, for not doing anything. They're not putting their face out there. They're just sending text messages. You got these goofies, these dummies that's out there going, signing it, taking it, putting their face out there for $300. You ruined your life for $300. And now let's just say you was taking, you overall, you know, because the title says 30,000 in gold. So overall, the whole scheme, they probably took 30,000 worth of gold throughout their different, because the one person took about 4 or 5 packages. The other one took about 5, 6 packages or whatever the case may be. So overall, about 30,000 in gold that was taken. They were probably only paid, out of the 30,000, they were probably paid max, let's just say 3,000, 10%. That's 27,000 going to whoever, you know what I mean? Like, damn, like, that's just insane. Then they talking about, yeah, we got to hold it for evidence, but you'll get a refund. F the refund, give me my gold, man. Clear my name, give me my gold, man. What you mean? I almost doubled my money in less than a year. What are you talking about? I bought this for let's just say 3,000. I bought this for 3,000. 1 ounce, 3 bands, man. We almost hit 6 in less than a year. 6 months. What, this was June 2025? Like, come on, man. 6 months, man. Almost double my money. Talking about I'm holding it. You'll get a refund. Forget the money. No, that's not gonna grow in value. This is a piece of paper. Money is a piece of paper, man. Like, no. That gold, man. That gold. Again, you know, yeah, y'all don't want me to get on my tip, man. We start talking about some gold, some S&P 500, NASDAQ. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The S&P 500, NASDAQ. You know what I mean? Getting some Apple, some Tesla. You know, some Amazon. You know what I mean? We can get into it now. Y'all want to talk about stocks? We can get into it, man. Y'all want to talk about that gold, silver? We can get into it, man. But no, now Bitcoin and all that, I can't get into all of that. Now that's just, I get it. Bitcoin is the cream of the crop, you know, as far as the crypto. But, you know, honestly, crypto hasn't been around long enough for guys that have gotten in early. Like, I got a friend who got a couple of Bitcoins and stuff. And, you know, he got in when it was 3,000. It was like 3,000 and some change. And he brought like 3 of them. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, now Bitcoin's taking a little dip, but it's just like everything else, you know, it's ups and downs, you know, but overall the trajectory should be up. But yeah, just like gold, it's shot up crazy. At some point, there is going to be some sort of correction. There's going to be some sort of correction where it's going to dip back down. And then when it dips down, that's when you buy. And then you wait for the next one to shoot up again, man. But anyway, that's too much of that type of talk, man. This ain't that channel. Y'all don't want to talk about that. But yeah, overall, the cops did a good job. They get a 5 from me. The ShyGotEm Correctional Facility is now open, where we specialize in act right and getting them together. If you want to become an officer, check out the YouTube membership. If you want to be a sergeant or above, Check out the Patreon. Your support helps the channel keep going, and I hope to see you in lineup.